Hi there, signs of Cancer. Hope you're doing good. This is Kim, here to do a next 48-hour reading for you. Let me get a little bit of sage lit. Kind of forgot to do that first, so let's go ahead and do that. All right, and asking that your spirit team join us. These messages are for your highest good. And of course, asking that your spirit team join. That is the intent, is to have positive messages that help you in this oftentimes difficult path. Hopefully yours is not, though. All right. So I'm going to use Osho Zen Tarot. We're going to pull a Celtic Cross. But first, let's pull some Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle. Yeah, this is the Intuitive Life Coaching Oracle, and it is a really good oracle for kind of letting you know maybe what to work on, in a sense, or what good things are here. Wow, that's good. Okay, so Aries got this too. I'm like, whatever you and Aries invested in, it's going to pay off. It's going to pay off. 74 increase. You have successfully manifested something near and dear to your heart. And you are a visionary. 40. You're a visionary. You're learning to synthesize all of your creative ideas into actions. Beautiful. Oh. Oh, wow. And you're changing. Like big change. To metamorphosis. Like the caterpillar that emerges from its cocoon, you're about to get your wings. Maybe it has something to do with meta too, you know. Just side note. 56, mirror. Everything that is happening in your external life is a reflection of your inner world. And then I have 17, nourishment. You're being asked to take time out for self-care. Yeah, I can't say much. I had Papa John's today. So, but yeah, what we put in our bodies is really important to how you feel every day. Can make a huge difference when you start taking really good care of yourself and what you eat. Restlessness, 23. Find a way to calm the waters of your mind. Find a way to calm. So I feel like just by it saying that you may be putting too much logic to try to figure something out, like emotionally, you know. You might, like, maybe you're trying to apply logically how something or someone should feel or something like that. I don't know. It's a getting out of your heart and into your head with the restlessness. Of course, that's what it ends up feeling like, is restlessness, or obsessing over something. Okay. Messages for the sign of Cancer. Osho Zen Tarot. Let me do it one more time. I know I shuffle a lot, but I just really want to get them shuffled. High Priestess in the reverse on the bottom. This has to do with paying attention to your intuition and trusting it. Sometimes I feel like, honestly, I feel like there's probably an emotion or something that you just keep thinking about. Maybe it's because you don't understand it or something like that, and it makes you feel a little vulnerable, because that's kind of what I'm getting, is that there's this vulnerability, but it has to do with the understanding of your emotions and being tapped into it. So maybe it's the emotion itself that's making you feel a little bit vulnerable or exposed. Not sure that we can still see these. Well, that's nice. Okay. So, yeah, taking time out for self-care is even in your reading today. So, you get your best messages come in when you're the most relaxed. I feel like your brain is probably sharper too, but you know, whatever. It might. This is just, and I don't mean like relaxed, but with substances. Like, I mean relaxed, like blood pressure is under control, heart rate's good. You know what I mean? Those things, and it all has to do with the nourishment and taking good care of yourself, affecting how you think and affecting how you're processing your emotions. So, what is it here that you're trying to tap into with the High Priestess? What it feels like something. Yeah, feeling something is making you feel a little vulnerable. We'll figure that out. Temperance in reverse can mean a few things. Because in the upright, people are getting along pretty well, but it's a balance. It's like a delicate balance. Here, tempers might not be doing so well. People might not be getting along. Or people could just be growing tired and impatient because of the energies not being balanced. So, this is Hermetic Tarot, and we're going to use it to clarify. Temperance in reverse, other than Sagittarius, because you could say it's related to sign of Sagittarius. Seven of Wands. It was divine timing for you to go after something, for you to be brave, for you to go after something, for you to advocate for something. Possibly from a distance. Like, if this is adversity or people not getting along, this is you standing up to that. This is you standing up to that, being brave and being like, no, not going to let you mess up like my good time, right? Osho Zen Tarot is a little bit different in the fact that they do match up with the tarot cards, but I blacked out the words because I like to tell you what it is first, and then you can apply what you think. But so the heart of the matter is the Hierophant card. It's completely black in this. It is representing, excuse me, I can't talk, nothingness. So in a way, that's kind of like the anything that's possible. The commitment to your heart, or I don't know, the formalities to a commitment, something traditional. It can be that the heart is on some kind of big spiritual quest. Yeah, to find some kind of truth out. Whether the heart wants to be committed in whatever this is. I think that that's what it's talking about. The Page of Pentacles is the challenge, and that has to do with a new adventure starting and the beginning of, you know, a new investment or something like that. So that's a challenge. Feeling like you might not be getting the truthful information about an investment. Or the whole, like not getting the whole truth. Four of Pentacles. Four of Pentacles. Lord of earthly power. Four of Pentacles. This is really, really being to oneself, not wanting to listen to somebody else. Wanting to keep your money close to you at this time instead of this investment, because something here feels a little bit shady, I'll admit. Now, this can be an investment in a person too. Like, it doesn't have to just be investment money-wise, but the Four of Pentacles is definitely holding on to what you've got. And sometimes it's like, no, I'm committed to this, so I'm holding on to what I've got. So maybe it's talking about that, but there is a tendency to kind of shut yourself off it might simply be because you don't trust this investment or something like that. And I think that might be it, because with the High Priestess in reverse, this whole reading is about you working on receiving more intuitive hits, nourishment, understanding that there's many plans, preparations, cycles to go through. Seven of Pentacles. That things improve slowly when you're focused on yourself. Having patience with yourself is really important at this time too. So you have Taurus energy. You could have Taurus energy up there too, here and up there. Libra, Gemini, Aquarius energy for the issue. Capricorn for the Four of Pentacles. Give me more on the investment. Tell me about this investment. Why is it a challenge? Because you're not getting the right information. No, you're not getting the right information. You're getting misled on something. I don't know if it's misled or if it's called a misunderstanding. And I have to do this because apparently nowadays we have to do that. So I'm sorry about that. But both of these are like, okay, get more information. I don't think necessarily that something is shady. I just don't think you know enough about this new investment. So I need to dig deeper for some more information. Is what's coming out with that. And yeah, I don't know if I would really trust what's being said at the moment, and unless you do your own fact checking. Because to me, it's like these energies combined with the High Priestess in reverse don't feel right. Like something doesn't feel right about it. I mean, maybe it simply is because of the information, that's more information needed or something like that. What about the heart of the matter? Tell us about the heart of the matter here. The Five of Cups. Oh, goodness. Okay. Because at the heart of the matter, we have two fives. We know that there's change coming, and there is change of heart here. Not a bad thing. We all go through changes, but the change of heart has to do with disappointment, sadness, regret, holding on to what you want because not wanting to deal with some kind of big loss too, possibly grieving over the disappointment of some kind of commitment. It says Lord of Loss and Pleasure. So this is that feeling of like just down, really down, like, yeah, down. And it might have something to do with you staying so much to yourself. Not a bad thing, though. Scorpio energy. Tell me about the Two of Pentacles in the reverse, which is off balance. It's you're taking on too much. You're taking on too much and you're trying to juggle too much. It's not that you're taking other people's stuff on, which you might be, but it's just that in your day you're overhauling. You're saying I can do everything, and it's getting mixed with the stress and mixed with the not knowing here about this, whatever this investment is about. It's causing for you to be wobbly feeling, and that's not a good feeling. Also, you could be feeling kind of like, I don't know, this is even I'm even getting the message that somebody could be having some issues with blood pressure and feeling a little bit wobbly, especially if you're going from sit to stand. You don't want to do it really quick. Pay attention to how you're feeling. Make sure you see a doctor if you need to. Because if there's something going on with vertigo or dizziness, then that card would come up. And of course, it's not medical advice. It's just that you want to be careful if you're feeling off center, right? And then also you don't want to juggle too much here. planning and preparations to come. There is something that you've invested in that is still playing out, that it's kind of like you're holding on to something and watching your seeds grow. No, I don't think you're not necessarily even expecting a harvest really quick from this investment. I feel like it's one of those good things come to those who wait. And really all that means is have patience. It will serve you well. Tell me about this Two of Pentacles in the reverse. Oh, okay. And another message to be open to some change, or flexible to how something is done, or a decision or choice. Like, doesn't have to be a certain way and that's it. You know what I mean? I'm not listening to anyone else. It's got to be my way, or that's it. That's saying you might need to open up to being a little bit more flexible. Stress. Like, I'm feeling a lot of stress with this reading. And pressure. Stress and pressure. I'm even kind of shaky. I do check things like blood pressure and things like that. So this is the reading. Knight of Swords is about swift change coming in. It says Lord of the Wind and Breezes. So being adaptable while things are in this change, transition, is really important. It is important to be balanced too. When you get the Knight of Swords, there's so many changes that there could be something really good for you to kind of like seize the day on. And that might be what that's talking about, but it definitely indicates that there is swift change coming in. So in your environment, you have the Queen of Cups. Oh, look, and the Chariot's on the bottom. I love that. So the Queen of Cups, taking good care of yourself. Essentially, these two kind of mean the same things in my reading. Like, Ace of Cups in the reverse is definitely you putting that care into yourself. Don't forget about self-compassion. Maybe there's a need to let go of the results. I think that might be it. Letting go of the results, or how something has to go. Goodness, Coco. She climbs, or he climbs this chair like it's a tree. Okay, so Knight of Cups, Lord of Waves and Waters. Knight of Cups, Lord of Waves and Waters. That's another indication of change. It's unexpected proposal or offer to you from this cup. Either it's acting like it's saying to offer it to yourself. But this could also be people coming in with offers for you, and it might be a seize the day like thing. So sometimes this is a business proposal, sometimes it's a marriage proposal. Other times it's just getting things moving in a very loving, good direction. But maybe it's saying give your cup to yourself. Pisces energy, maybe. Give your cup to yourself. Give me more information on the Ace of Cups in the reverse. Whoa. What's that say? I don't like it when they drop on the floor. That Emperor in reverse. There's a time to stand up and fight and go forward with a good strategy. And then there's a time to pamper yourself and kind of remain relaxed and submissive for yourself, just to gear yourself up. And that's what it feels like that saying is like, yes, you have to stand in your power, but what's more important right now is like gaining back your power through health, diet, exercise, or being open to receiving more, loving yourself first. The hope or fear. So the fear is coming across as either unrequited love, or like either going after, you know, being able to have whatever you want, and then the things that you pick are the things not good for you. And that includes people too, people choices, or like drinking, alcohol, whatever. It just anything that could really, you know, mess you up in the reverse would be like not that great of a choice. So maybe that's a fear, is that you're not going to receive back if you offer your cup. But I feel like you feel like offering your cup here, and it needs to be to yourself first. I hope that makes sense. Okay, so you have the Sun card in the reverse with the Four of Wands in the reverse. You are changing up partnerships or commitments, and you're going to be making some really big moves in the shadows. No one's going to know about this. No one's going to know about these moves until you make it for sure. Well, hi, Coco. So I've got definitely big moves. A big move. And like I say, I don't think... Coco. Hang on. Hang on. No. No, we cannot. We cannot. We cannot. Okay. All right. Okay, so... yeah, I think it's something that is going to be done like in the shadows. Oh, yeah. It's going to be something that has to do with an exchange, money, gifts, or something like that. It's going to bring about some kind of huge success. Yes. Yeah. It's something that it has to do with that. It has to do with success. It has to do with the exchange, giving and taking. It's balanced, and it's going to lead to, like it says on the card, Lord of Material Success. What a beautiful reading. Beautiful reading. And then look, the Four of Wands comes out. So it's like after these big moves, you you get Lord of Perfected Work. You get it upright, which is meeting your goals. Possibly mirroring a situation or a person at this time. But either way, you're going to end up with new commitments and perfected work. Who could ask really for more than perfected work? That's awesome. Yeah, so that's what I've got for you. Let's pull from Spirit Animal Oracle. Whoa. I have 30 Grasshopper Spirit. Take a leap of faith. Yeah, because this energy is really, really close to yourself, you know. 30, take a leap of faith, and also balance. It's talking about balance. Might be talking about the scales of justice, but it's definitely talking about balance. There's another 5. A rebirth is assured. This is also a sign to me of something being reborn, you know, an ending of one commitment, a beginning of something new. It's just like it's going with the cycle. One thing, it's like you don't get stuck. You just go on towards success, and like it says, perfected work. So 5, a rebirth is assured. And I like that one. Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. Queen of Wands energy type. Take care of the little things. 40, Mouse Spirit, tend to the small things. Stag Spirit, take the lead. 58, and then your fairy dust. Let's get some fairy dust. Arrows. Direction is yours to choose today. Your inner light will guide the way. Wishing well. To make some wish magic, cast this spell. Throw pennies into the wishing well. And creative. Life is a canvas for you to use. Paint all the colors of the happy moods. And that's what I've got for you guys. So sending you love and light. If you want a private reading, contact me in the description box. I can be found. They're affordable readings. And until the next time, open up to more possibilities. The possibilities here are limitless with that card. So sending you love and light. Bye-bye.